still having no respect for those lanes, continuing to use. Oh boy. Okay. So you might see the picture get a little far away now here, folks, because we have to hold for a landing aircraft at John Wayne Airport, but we're going to do our best with the zoom lens on Air 7 HD to stay with this vehicle as it continues southbound 5. It looks like we're getting cleared through the John Wayne airspace now, and we'll be able to catch up to this thing again. Justin Ranch Road there, you see the exit coming up, but this suspect staying in that number 3 lane. Brian doing a great job on the camera, keeping this suspect in the frame. We're doing, we're working our way up in Air 7 HD to catch back up to this pursuit, but he's not going too terribly fast in terms of, when you compare it to some of the fastest pursuits we've seen that are upwards of 3 digits. We're not really doing that. We're going between 80 and 90, which is a little bit faster than the general traffic. Now we're in that carpool lane now. Little bit of volume building as we continue on that southbound 5 through the Irvine area and swerving all the way to the right. Wow. We saw the driver using signal lights there. Very unusual behavior. It's not surprising that sheriffs thought that this was a possible DUI early on, but they are treating this as a stolen vehicle pursuit at this particular moment. Swerving over to the left lane now there. I hate to say it, but we do have some weather to deal with here. We have a little bit of a marine layer. Maury, our pilot's going to navigate around this. We had a layer of clouds there that we had to get under. Now we are hopefully out of the worst of it in terms of that marine layer, but that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on as we continue southbound. Now we're in that far right lane. Jeffrey Road will be the off-ramp if this driver decides to take it, and he does not. Looks like he's staying on that 5 south. And CHP still having at least 2 units staying right behind this suspect. There's another unit a little bit further back. $133. Yeah. Looks like we're northbound on the 133 now. This is a toll road on the 133. This is a toll road, but I don't think this suspect driver cares much for that at this point. Not a lot of traffic to be seen on that 133. This is where you have to wonder, as we see this driver use the shoulder, the far left shoulder here in that number 1 lane, you have to wonder if a freeway that is not as populated with very low volume, if CHP might decide to take a little more evasive action here, possibly perform a pit. We've seen that the other day. We know that they are capable and willing to do that, although at these speeds, they may decide to hold off here. Copy that. Crossing under Irvine, continuing northbound on this 133. We're again watching out for the weather here in the area. There's a couple of clouds, a couple of marine layer clouds that may prevent us from continuing northbound up into those Santa Ana Mountains. As we see that suspect use all of the shoulder there, possibly going northbound on the 241 here. Copy. South 55. All right, so Brian's doing an awesome job as our photographer up here in Air 7 HD, keeping this driver in our lens as long as we can, just to see if anything happens up there. We're having to hold an Air 7 HD to the south just because of the weather hugging the Santa Ana Mountains as this driver continues up these toll roads. We've gone on the 133. Now the driver appears to be on the 241. We're going to do some business up here in Air 7 HD, and we'll be back with you on the web on abc7.com and the ABC7 streaming platforms. Just to give you guys an update on all of our streaming platforms here, Brian doing an awesome job keeping the suspect in frame here. You can see the 3 CHP units continuing in pursuit of this driver northbound on the 241, continuing up into the hills and into the mountains of the Santa Ana Mountains. Unfortunately, there are also clouds up there, and those we don't want to mess with up here in Air 7 HD. They affect our visibility, so we're having to pull back and at least keep a distance from the mountains as we follow as best as we can, and that may be it for now as far as what we're able to follow. We'll keep you posted in the next few minutes here.
Now you can get your breaking news and the best coverage from Eyewitness News in Spanish. Visit now abc7.com/espanol.
We have been reporting on The Last Repair Shop long before it was nominated for an Oscar, and this is an LA story about music in our schools and the people who work tirelessly for our student musicians. Entertainment guru George Pinocchio has more as the documentary comes to broadcast TV for the first time.
The Last Repair Shop takes us inside a workshop that may look unassuming on the outside, but where miracles happen inside.